My life wasn't always easy. It was filled with moments of darkness and despair. I struggled with alcohol for a long time, a battle that seemed never ending. It started as a way to cope, to numb the pain I carried inside. Each sip was a temporary escape from my reality. The darkness seemed comforting at first, a way to escape my reality. It was a false sense of security that I clung to, but slowly it began to consume me. The darkness became my constant companion, and I felt trapped. Each day blurred into the next, a haze of empty bottles and broken promises. My life was spiraling out of control. I lost myself in the depths of addiction, my dreams fading with each sip. The person I once was seemed like a distant memory. The world seemed cold and distant, and I was lost in my own private hell. The isolation was suffocating. The weight of my addiction pressed down on me. It was a burden that grew heavier with each passing day. I knew I was hurting myself, but the thought of facing life sober was terrifying. The fear of the unknown kept me chained to my addiction. The guilt and shame were heavy burdens to bear, and I felt utterly alone. I longed for a way out, but it seemed impossible to find. The birth of my children was a turning point, a moment that forever altered the course of my life. Suddenly, there was a reason to fight, a reason to choose life over the darkness that had consumed me for so long. Their innocent eyes reflected a love I had forgotten existed, a love I desperately needed to earn and protect. The overwhelming responsibility of motherhood ignited a flicker of hope within me, a hope that had been buried under years of despair. I yearned to be a better role model for them, to break free from the chains of addiction that had held me captive. Their love gave me the strength to start envisioning a brighter future, a future free from the clutches of alcohol and filled with endless possibilities. Yet, the struggle was far from over. The road to recovery was long and fraught with challenges. The pull of addiction was relentless, and I found myself caught between the desire for change and the familiar comfort of my addiction. But with each passing day, the glimmer of light grew stronger, guiding me towards a new beginning. My relationship was toxic, marked by violence and control. Alcohol fueled his rage, turning him into a stranger I no longer recognized. Fear became my constant companion, a knot in my stomach that never seemed to loosen. The abuse chipped away at my self-worth, leaving me feeling broken and defeated. I felt trapped, drowning in a sea of despair, with no one to pull me out. The cycle of abuse continued, each incident pushing me further into the abyss. The safety and well-being of my children became my paramount concern. I knew I had to escape the cycle of violence, for their sake and for my own. Breaking free, finding strength, these words became my mantra, my guiding light in the darkest of times. Leaving was the hardest thing I've ever done. It felt like tearing away a part of my soul, leaving behind memories and a life I once knew. I gathered the courage to walk away from the only life I knew, driven by the fierce love for my children. Their innocent faces gave me the strength to take that first step. The journey ahead was uncertain, but I clung to the hope of a better tomorrow. Seeking help was crucial. I knew I couldn't do it alone. I found solace and strength in support groups, surrounded by people who understood my struggles. Their empathy and shared experiences were a lifeline. Their stories resonated with my own, offering a sense of belonging and hope that I too could overcome this. Each meeting was a step towards healing. The path to recovery was arduous, filled with setbacks and temptations. There were moments when I doubted myself, when the weight of my past felt too heavy to bear. But with each hurdle I overcame, I gained strength and determination, knowing that my children were depending on me. Their laughter and joy became my motivation to keep pushing forward, to build a new life for us. Navigating sobriety, a continuous journey. Sobriety is a daily choice, a conscious decision to choose life. It's a journey of self-discovery, of confronting my demons and learning to love myself again. I've discovered inner strength I never knew I possessed. The lessons I've learned along the way are invaluable. I've learned the importance of forgiveness, of letting go of the past and embracing the present. I've discovered the healing power of self-care, of nurturing my mind, body, and soul. The road to recovery is not always easy, but it is always worth it. I am living proof that change is possible, that healing is within reach. From darkness to light, a beacon of hope. My story is not one of despair, but one of resilience and hope. If you are struggling with addiction, please know that you are not alone. There is help available and recovery is possible. Reach out to a friend, a family member, a support group, or a professional. Take that first step towards a brighter future. You are worthy of love, happiness, and a life free from addiction. Remember, you are stronger than you think. Believe in yourself, embrace the journey, and never give up hope.